Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's talk about Ilus stock. I have not made a video on this one in a long time. So this penny stock is a good example of why you don't get married to a stock. You don't put a ring on it. And number two, this is why you don't trade penny stocks that are double zeros, or in fact, you just don't want to trade penny stocks, period. Great example of this. I took a loss on this one, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I took a loss on this one. I remember now. November. What am I saying? So yeah, I took a loss on this one because it broke down, wasn't going anywhere. And as you can see, it just keeps going down. It's in a permanent bear market since 2021? It hit a high. I was a part of this big run here from a low of 4 cents to 50 cents. So a lot of people made a lot of money. But also a lot of fools continued to average down, believing that this company will one day go to dollars and make lots of money, right? And a lot of people continued to average down, average down, average down. There were a lot of pumps on the way down, but now the company has completely and utterly died off. They were a scam, as to no one's surprise. And I kept calling out the CEO and everyone else around that was pumping it, and I'm like, you guys aren't really doing anything. You have nothing to show. Like, you have all these subsidiaries, but like, we know nothing about them. Like, what is actually happening with this company? Nothing. They're just full of it. Absolutely full of it. They've been nothing more than a scam, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. And this is a great example of, if you buy a penny stock, like say Cybl, you have to accept that whatever you put in, if you decide to hold the bag, you have to accept that you're going to lose it all. Like, it's a penny stock. And not even a penny stock, a sub-penny stock. And I'm just making this as an example because, like, a lot of people got destroyed. A lot of people got destroyed. When you buy Aitx or Cybl, you're taking a huge risk. And you as soon as you buy, you accept that risk. You accept, like, I can make a lot, but I can also lose a lot. So, great story. It's a fantastic story. You know, it's a good order, a wonderful order. As I saw that video of someone from Canada like mocking Trump, but yeah, this is the kind of risk you take. Do not cry to me. Take responsibility for your actions. You're the one who clicks buy and clicks sell. If I end up taking the loss here on Cybl or Aitx, which continues to come down lower, probably because of the dilution, I understand that, and I took the risk, and I will not blame anyone for taking the loss. I'm not gonna. It would be stupid of me to be like, "Oh, this is definitely the viewer's fault. It's your fault, guys, that I lost money on Aitx and Cybl." No, it's my fault. I clicked buy. I took the risk. I accepted that risk as soon as I bought in. And it's just a funny comparison here to look at Aitx, Cybl, and Ilus and see where they are after all these years. And unfortunately, it looks like Aitx, we'll see how much lower it goes. I'm waiting for 0019, 002, because that's, I think I mentioned this previously. The last time, before we had this huge 500% run, we actually came down as low as 002, 0019, before that big run up. So I'm pretty sure people are also waiting for 002, so that's what I'm going to be buying. And I'm accepting that risk. Like, if I lose 10K, cool. I already made a ton of money off of all these pumps here. Because you guys know I was adding like 10 to 20K. Sometimes, that one time I added a lot to get the bag that was up here. But, yeah. So, I take the 10K loss the one time. Hypothetically, 10K loss, just assume. That's me assuming this goes to zero. Like, I'll take the loss and move on. That's going to happen, right? If you're abusing this range, if it eventually breaks down lower and doesn't hold that bottom, that's cool. We made all this money here. This is why you don't go all in as well. Like, obviously, if you make all this money on all these pumps here, and then you go all in here, and then it just goes to zero, well, that's stupid. That's on you. Why would you go all in after making all those gains? That's why you have rules. That's why you only go in with a certain amount every single time. Ideally, the same amount. That way, the one time you lose, it's like, oh, whatever. I made so much on all these pumps that it's not a big deal. That's just a 101 risk management. So Aitx, I'm not concerned about it at all. Let's see what happens in the reaction at 002s. and 1.9. Cybl stock looks like it might get ready to break out. We'll see what happens with this one as well. They stopped communicating. They're very transparent, but they kind of stopped communicating after telling us, hey, we got 7 contracts under negotiation. So maybe in the future we get something. I don't know. Someone should do an interview with them or something. I don't know what's going on. But if this one just goes dark and quiet like Ilus, well, we know what the future holds then. Unfortunately, if it's because Ilus's biggest issue was they just weren't communicating. They went dark. They went quiet. As soon as that happened, they just they deserve to be at 0009. So let's hope Cybl doesn't follow that route, because it's just gonna keep going lower. Unfortunately, it's gonna follow the Ilus pattern. And like I said, I will accept responsibility. I will take my losses and move on. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not concerned one bit. And here's why. Because I never go all in. I don't know why people do that. I learned from my mistakes back in 2021. I learned from my mistakes. I don't go all in anymore. Here I bought 50K worth at 840. I alerted it in the Discord and let everyone know, hey, I'm buying 6,000 shares here at 840. I'm buying a ton of shares. Every dollar that this goes up, I make 6K. And this one, in a bear market, it gets real cheap. No one wants it. Then it goes back up to 14, sometimes 18, and sometimes 20. This is the bear market of 2022, where it dropped from 80 to a low of $3, then to a high of 20. So unless Bitcoin falls off the face of the earth, I'm going to make my money back that I lost on those penny stocks and then some. I'm still going to be net profitable. Net positive? Net profitable? Yeah, I'm still going to have gains overall, despite those losses that I will eventually probably end up taking if we're keeping it real. And I accept that responsibility. It's on me. I made the mistake of not following my rule. I said I wasn't going to buy penny stocks, and look, I'm still buying them anyways, right? So I accept it. If I take the loss, I'll let you know. In the meantime, nothing has changed with Cybl other than they're just not communicating as much. And that's usually a recipe for downside continuation more than anything. Aitx does communicate, and I do believe people are waiting for 002, 0019. And we'll see buyers show up there. That happened once, twice before. And we'll see it a third time. And it wouldn't surprise me if this happens going into March, end of March. So we're almost there. And then we get the big run here when they release, or not release, when they talk about their humanoid robot and everything else that's coming. That's at least what I'm banking on. So we'll see what happens.